I just wanted to walk the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the owner of Future Great Comics, the owner of Future Great Wrestling, my pal, Brian Levick.
Now, I know you guys are used to me saying it maybe after I say something important, but I'm so excited to see you. Oh, man! I broke the mic, kind of. You know, I know this is not what you guys are used to. I know it's kind of a smaller crowd, but I got to tell you guys, we sold out this show in about an hour and a half. And I don't care if it's 30-something people due to the corona. You guys are amazing.
Turn it off. Let's face it. If it wasn't for most of these people here, we wouldn't have had the shutdown. You know, this is probably what brought Corona to Ohio. Not to mention, these are the most fair-weathered fans I've ever seen in my life.
Fair-weathered?
Next to the Cincinnati Reds fans. Because if you ain't winning and you ain't on top, where are they? Where were you when they were putting up all this content on YouTube? I didn't see anybody in the chat room there. Where was the support? And you, Brian, you dropped the ball from the get-go. Let's face it.
I dropped the ball?
Sure, you could have had this up and running a long time ago, but you screwed it up.
Well, you know, despite what you think that I am a god, Jackson Breeze, I can't control Corona.
Yeah, but you screwed up. You should have been on the phone to Mike DeWine a long time ago like I was. If I wasn't on the phone to him, we still wouldn't be up and running. So, yes, you screwed up again. What are you booing? It's the truth.
Speaking of screw-ups, Jackson Breeze, do you realize what happened in July?
We didn't get to have the 4th of July celebration that we should have.
That was horrible, you're right. But also, in July, someone's contract was up, Jackson Breeze. Looks like you forgot during the pandemic, didn't you?
Well, if I remember right, in my conversations with DeWine, because of Corona, I think all these contracts and things kind of got pushed back. Not to mention, you remember the clause in my contract, if I were to ever decide to leave this hellhole, was I pick my replacement.
Underestimated you again, Jackson Breeze. I wasn't expecting you to remember that, but he is absolutely right. Jackson Breeze, I'll tell you what. I'll give you 2 weeks, man. 2 weeks. you find me a credible general manager to come in here and help run the show. You got 2 weeks. You think you can handle that?
Oh.
We'll see. It's got to be an upgrade compared to you, Jackson Breeze. Mitch Magnus. Former FGW champ. What brings you here tonight?
Well, you know, Brian, it's a long time. 7 months, I think, somewhere around that. I've missed everybody here. Missed up people in the locker room. But more importantly here, you're going to give me my title shot back, right? I mean, as last we left, Sean Casey pulled some trickery, you know, and it's only fair, I think, you get that title shot.
Mitch Magnus, you are a seasoned veteran, and you have more than earned your spot here at FGW with your championship run. But there's one thing that Corona has taught me, and that is sometimes it's good to restart new, to try fresh ideas. So, despite how much
And that means what?
Despite how much I think fondly of you, Mitch Magnus, you got to get in line, man. So tonight, you're facing this guy.
There's a taste of fear when the henchmen call. I am fist to tame them. I am fist to claim it all. Out of the king, out of the world, kneel to the ground.
Ladies and gentlemen, after a 7-month hiatus due to a global pandemic that has plagued our world, tonight we bring a little bit of normalcy back to Hamilton, Ohio. FGW is back, and what a match we have to open things up for our first show back here tonight on Shockwave. Ryan Michaels and Mitch Magnus one-on-one. Magnus and Michaels both main event contenders in FGW. And what a treat this is to see these men compete here tonight. Our first match back on our first Shockwave. Mitch Magnus holding in that side headlock. Ryan Michaels with a counter double leg takedown. Mitch Magnus makes his way to the ropes, forces the break. And referee Joe Kopez bringing a little bit of order to this match. Here we go now. Ryan Michaels, Mitch Magnus, tie off to the center of the ring, collar and elbow. Look at this. Vertical suplex from Mitch Magnus, and here we go. First cover of the match, one. No. Ryan Michaels kicking out with gusto. And keep in mind, you see the kinesio tape on the shoulder of Ryan Michaels. Injured at our biggest show of the year, Origins 2 in February by Amos. But he's back here tonight. Is he 100%? I don't know. But he is in the ring with a former FGW champion, Mitch Magnus, that hits him with a back body drop. And now Ryan Michaels is in trouble. Here we go now, double underhook from Mitch Magnus, going for something big. One would assume Ryan Michaels with a counter, knee to the gut, forearm to the face. Mitch Magnus, he specializes in those forearms. Ryan Michaels down, but is he out? That's yet to be determined. So he pounds the ring, the passion running through the veins of Ryan Michaels at this point in time. Got a rear chin lock applied. Elbow to the gut. Off the ropes he goes, and what a clothesline. Taking down Magnus. Magnus up, but back down with another clothesline. Clothesline attempt from Mitch Magnus, the former champion, spine buster. And wait a minute, here we go. We've seen this before many of times. How many matches has Ryan Michaels put away his opponent with a sharpshooter that he, got to believe that's what he was going for right there. Magnus with a forearm to the face, a second forearm to the face. Off the ropes and a third forearm. Here we go now. Cover. What Joe Lopez is looking at, Ryan Michaels' hand was clearly under the bottom rope. Got his leg on the rope. Joe Lopez happened to notice that. Nonetheless, this match continues. Here we go now off the rope. Go for another back body drop. Look at this. Victory roll. The cover. 2. That's it. Ryan Michaels just like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, Ryan Michaels.
Michaels a victory over a former FGW champion. What a way to bring it back to FGW. Ryan Michaels coming back from injury. Coming back on the first show after this pandemic. After everything that's happened in the world, Ryan Michaels making the best out of 2020. And Mitch Magnus, well, he didn't look happy. What a big win from Michaels. Mitch Magnus walking off, not happy at all. Folks, we got to go to commercial, but stay with us. We have a lot more action to come.
FGW fans, I'm back here backstage. This is Jay West. I'm here with Ryan Michaels. Ryan Michaels, how are you? Hard-fought victory. Good, good. Hey, let me ask you, what for the return back to FGW after this quarantine?
I mean, in all honesty, the last 7 months or so has all been about, rehabbing the shoulder that got hurt at Origins too. And that's just where my mind and focus has been, in the gym and just studying film.
Looking good. The hard work's paying off, I'm telling you right now. You can tell other than the thing on your arm that you had any shoulder issues. It's good to see you back. Good to see the hard work's paid off. FGW, get ready. We've got a great show in store for you.
And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents. From Mount Doom, Ryan Wild, Steve-O, the team of Roach.
All right, I can see that I will have to teach you how to be villains.
Closely.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to FGW Shockwave. You see right now, Roach about to compete in a 2-on-2 tag team contest against the bold and the beautiful Jacob Rose and Shay Solo. And folks, guess who decided to join me? I'm joined right now by Jay West. Jay West, I gotta ask, what brings you out here?
So back at Origins 2, I suffered a career-ending neck injury with no potential return to the ring for action. So I worked it out with Brian, and Brian said, hey, we're going to put you on the microphone with JC to talk about some matches and call things from my perspective.
Well, you know what, Jay? We've had our differences in the past, but
we may still have our differences. You don't know that.
Well, whatever the case may be, I wouldn't wish what happened to you on anybody. And, it is what it is, and you're here with me tonight, and going to make the best of this situation.
It is what it is, like you said, and to be honest with you, as long as I'm still a part of it, I don't care.
Well, here we are, tag team competition in the ring. Shay Solo, Ryan Wild, who backs Shay into the corner, into the other corner, and a chop to the chest, Jay West.
Oof. I would say it's like chopping down a tree, but this is more like a tree chopping down a sapling.
Not a bad analogy, and here we go now, another tag.
So do you think that either one of the Bold and the Beautiful combined weigh like one of Roach?
It's got to be somewhere close, but, Roach, they absolutely have the weight advantage, but do they have the skill advantage?
That's a good question, but I will say that Roach has the experience advantage. Both of these guys have been around a long time.
No question about that.
They're still going hard.
Hard tag there, and here we go. Ryan Wild tagged in for the second time in this match. Jacob Rose trying to fight back, but Ryan Wild pressing that shoulder into the gut of Rose. Steve-O back in as a legal man.
Jacob Rose finding himself on the wrong end of Pound Town.
And here we go now, look at this.
This is starting to look like somebody brought a Prius to a demolition derby.
Well, you see the cohesion there by Roach, and as you mentioned, Jay, absolutely these guys have the experience over the Bold and the Beautiful, but what the Bold and the Beautiful have done, they have made a big impact in FGW in a short time. Shay Solo and Jacob Rose, they've made their mark here in FGW.
I will absolutely agree with that. And both of these guys have picked up wrestling extremely quick for their limited amount of time of being a part of it.
Absolutely. And now shot to the gut there of Steve-O. Into the corner, tag into Shay Solo.
That's one thing Roach has to do, too. They have to realize that they can't discount this tag team. Even though they're inexperienced, they've actually tied up with some pretty experienced good teams and have come out on top. And that right there was a good opportunity for them to display that they have some veteran tactics, even with their limited experience.
Jay, who would you say is the more hungry from what you've seen from these respective teams and what has happened in FGW? Look at this wishbone there from Steve-O.
I got to say this, that even with their experience, Roach has been around a little while and they may become a little complacent. If you're talking about hunger, I've got to give it to Bold and Beautiful.
I'm not so sure I disagree with you. And Bold and the Beautiful looking pretty good right now at this particular point in time. Jacob Rose able to press Steve-O back into his corner, he being Jacob Rose in Shay Solo's corner. Double team now, look at this. Double Irish whip off the rope goes Steve-O. Over that double clothesline, Steve-O runs right through it. and a different kind of double clothesline, taking down both members of the Bold and the Beautiful Jay West.
Steve will running through that clothesline like he was winning the Boston Marathon.
Steve will go for that tag. Ryan Wild not able to extend enough to clap the hand of his partner. And you see Steve will still a legal man. Look at that. Jacob Rose taking advantage of the situation. Now the Bold and the Beautiful still continue to, oh, look at this. Here we go. There it is.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners of this match, Jacob Rose, Jay Solo, Bold and Beautiful.
Massive win for the Bold and the Beautiful. What a tag team contest, folks. We gotta go to commercial, but we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
I'm back here with the Bold and the Beautiful after watching them win a hard-fought victory against Roach. Guys, tell me, how did that feel out there?
Baby, it's the first show back since quarantine, and let me tell you, we showed you just how dominant we are. We are going to beat any team that wants to put us to the test.
Hey, buddy.
Shut your
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. What do you want, Brother Ronald?
Can I take a moment in your time? No, you cannot.
I've already registered to vote, thank you. Goodbye. Get out of here. Get out of here. We're done. Excuse me. Get out of here.
We're the Bold and the Beautiful. Over break, we was hanging and banging all day long. Bold and the Beautiful forever. Woo! Yeah!
There was FGW fans. Let's get back to the action.
Oh, it feels so good to be back here in Hamilton, Ohio. Until I looked around and saw everybody. But it does feel good to be back to see you, big bro. Because we beat everybody, and I do mean everybody in the FGW.
It's true.
And we've been collecting belts all around the world and all the way from the East Coast to the West Coast. And we beat everyone in the FGW, and this represents that right there. And so, like it or not, hate us because you ain't us. I think we'll take the rest of the night off. What do you think, big bro?
Let's do it. Let's go.
Sean Casey and Big John taking a walk.
Can you hear me okay? Okay. Okay.
You haven't beat everybody.
Hold on, now here's Ripper Blackheart.
Everybody. True story.
Hit it.
What's going on here?
I'm sure he's got something big in store for Sean Casey and Big John.
The lights are out in the FGW arena. Ripper Blackheart standing on the ramp.
You know, I'm no expert, but I know this music. That is Harley
Ladies and gentlemen,
Fairfax.
from Loveland, Ohio, she is the Black Widow, Harley Fairfax.
Harley Fairfax about to take on Sean Casey. This is huge.
Sean walked out here and said he had beaten every man in FGW, but he didn't understand that he has not beaten every woman.
It's official. I just talked to Brian. The title's on the line.
Whoa!
baby.
Oh my God!
FGW
Are you kidding me?
Championship match, Jay West. Harley
The
Fairfax.
first show back in 7 months, and Harley Fairfax is getting a title shot against Sean Casey.
This is the opportunity of Harley Fairfax's career. The pressure is huge. Harley Fairfax has got to be feeling it. But how will she handle this pressure? Sean Casey, 24-year veteran, no stranger to pressure. Championship match. Jay West.
Sean walked out here talking about he had beaten every man, but he is in for a rude awakening because if there is anybody here who can lay down a beating, it is Harley Fairfax.
And I'm glad that you brought that up. Harley Fairfax, she's a second-degree black belt in Taekwondo. She's studied Kaje Kembo, Jiu-Jitsu, Shinto kickboxing, Russian Sambo, combat, Hapkido. She's a 9-year veteran and I would say 9 years is
I'm gonna
at least
tell you
semi a veteran.
I'm going to tell you right now, JC, you better have extra room on that list of accolades because there's a good chance Harley Fairfax could be adding FGW heavyweight champion to that list.
That would be monumental. And look at this. There it is on the line. Referee Glenn Young. The referee assigned to this impromptu matchup.
Sean Casey is beside himself right now. This is not what he expected when he walked out here tonight.
Let's talk a little bit about what Harley's been through. Injuring her ankle, fighting through the tyranny that she had to deal with Darkness Worldwide. You know, she fought through the ankle injury. She's earned her way to this main event spot. But then what happened with the pandemic had happened. It halted her momentum along with everybody else's. But now suddenly she has this chance of a lifetime against Sean Casey.
Most people get the opportunity to knock on the door of destiny and somebody answers. Harley showed up and nobody was there, but instead of just going home and forgetting about it, she waited, she bided her time.
This match is underway, and
in.
no, Harley Fairfax turned her back on Sean Casey. And everything I said about Harley Fairfax, she has got to keep her eyes on the FGW champion. The reason that she's on the ground right now is because, you know, like, she
let excitement get the best
exactly.
of her. And like you said, Sean has got years and years of experience, and as soon as he saw the opportunity, he struck.
Sean Casey been in the ring with the likes of Brock Lesnar, Batista, Randy Orton, John Cena, countless other names throughout his career. He was a light heavyweight in the WWF in the mid-1990s.
Do you think that his history, even with her accolades, do you think his history may have played a little part in Harley's mind game going into this, her mindset for this match? She knew what was going to happen before Sean did. But
wait a minute, spine buster! This might be over right now. Sean Casey got the cover. Back press to Harley Fairfax, and Harley Fairfax kicks out Jay West.
It's going to take a little more than just a spine buster or backbreaker from Sean Casey to end this match this early. She has been fighting for this for over a year. I doubt she's going to let something like that get in her way right now.
And Fairfax having her face smashed into the middle of the ring. Sean Casey doesn't particularly look happy about having to defend his title without
right there
notice.
it is. Right there it is.
Crossface. Sean Casey.
That's that veteran instinct kicking in. He knew he was in trouble. He's got respect for her martial arts background.
Oh, my God, right to the chin. Stomping the jaw of Harley Fairfax, and Sean Casey, just like that, got this match right where he wants it on the offensive.
9 years or 90 years of experience, it doesn't matter. When you get caught in the face like that, you will drop, and it does hurt.
Harley Fairfax coming back to her feet, out of the corner. Into the turnbuckle goes Fairfax. Sean Casey taking his time.
This is the game that Sean wants to play. Sean wants to take his time and wear her down.
A furious flurry of forearms and a knee to the gut of Harley Fairfax. The Black Widow down.
He got that gut shot in there, but he felt those shots.
Oh, hold on. I think that was a rake to the eyes. Glenn Young not particularly happy about that.
Well, that's one of the key rules of fighting. If you can't see, if you can't breathe, you can't fight.
Here we go. A scoop and a slam into the middle of the ring. Harley Fairfax slammed down hard. Sean Casey standing over Fairfax. And here's those mind games. And wait a minute. New chin, no! Sean Casey.
Moments away.
Working with urgency right there. Another cover. Fairfax able to kick out. 1 second away from defeat. Here we go now.
One thing that Harley walks into this, aside from all of her martial arts experience, one thing she walks into this match with is she's got everybody in the crowd fighting for her. They are behind her. They are cheering her, and she will use that to her advantage.
Well, here we go now. There's a camel clutch in the middle of that. This is not an easy move to get out of. Harley Fairfax, Sean Casey is the stronger man. She's got to find a way to weasel her way out, break that grip.
Let's see if that jiu-jitsu experience cuts in.
Well, something worked because the hold was broken, but it didn't matter for long because Sean Casey still on the offensive here.
Looks like he's got a modified bow and arrow lock on her right now.
Driving that knee into the swole of the back, and Harley Fairfax's waist into the ring, and now Sean Casey changing things up.
On top of that, Sean is trying to keep his weight on top of her so that she's got to breathe with 2.5 times the weight as usual.
Wait a minute, are the shoulders? Yeah, they are. Here we go. No.
Ooh.
Man, that was so close. Folks, if you're just joining us, this is an FGW Championship match. Harley Fairfax, the challenger. Sean Casey, the champion. We did not know we were going to see this match at the beginning of this night. We did not know we were going to see this match until right before it happened.
Sean Casey walked out here and said he's taking the night off because he had beaten every man, and Ripper Blackheart straightened him out quick.
Yeah, Brian Levick apparently sanctioning this match. Ripper Blackheart, the messenger, and here we are, FGW Championship match in the middle of this episode of Shockwave.
Harley able to fight her way out, but Sean was up a little quicker.
Boot across the throat of Harley Fairfax, trying to cut off that wind.
Sean knows that the crowd is behind Harley, and he's telling each and every one of them it's their fault for what's happening to her right now.
Throwing it up and throwing it down and throwing that fist to the face of Harley Fairfax. Irish whip into the corner. Fairfax goes chest first, elbow. The midsection of Sean Casey. And here we go, firing off is Harley Fairfax.
Looks like she might be trying to hook in something deadly here.
Harley Fairfax.
Rope's got a little squirrely on her, but she recovered.
Arm drag to Casey. Clothesline taken down, the FGW champion once again with a second clothesline. Sean Casey coming back to his feet. Harley Fairfax stalking Casey up on the shoulder of the fireman carry.
Look at the leg strength of Harley.
Russian leg sweep from Harley Fairfax to Sean Casey. No!
Sean just barely able to kick out of that one. She had him rocking and rolling.
Harley Fairfax needs to stay on top of Sean Casey. Sean Casey pulling himself back to his feet. Fairfax, taking that. I think that was a thumb to the eye.
Hey, what's going on
here?
Hey,
that's Amos.
What is Amos doing to Ripper Blackheart right now?
Amos taking to the Blackheart and in the ring. Look at this, Harley Fairfax.
Referee Glenn is out here trying to break up the mess on the outside. Has no idea what's going on. Harley's got Sean covered in the ring.
And Harley Fairfax definitely has a 3 count. There's no referee to count it.
By this time, she's been a 2-time FGW champion because she's pinned him for longer than 6.
Hold on, Big John, Big John. Choke slam to Harley Fairfax. Sean Casey being placed on top of Fairfax, but there's still no referee.
Sean's 8'12" crony
Here comes
getting
Glenn
in the
Young.
ring. Glenn has no idea what's happened here.
Glenn Young, he looks reluctant. There it is.
And the numbers game plays in effect for the benefit of the 5 most wanted.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner, and still the FGW champion, sexy Sean Casey.
Sean may have won that match, but he is feeling that match right now.
Say what you will about his tactics, but Sean Casey still the FGW champion. Folks, stay with us. What a match we just saw, but we got a lot more to come.
And why did Scotty run out here and attack Ripper?
FGW fans, I'm back here with the 5 most wanted, the FGW heavyweight champion, Sean Casey and Big John. Guys, what happened out there?
With my brother, Big John Murray, having my best interest in mind, the FGW title. What happened was another FGW worthy contestant found themselves victimized by the 5 most wanted, the most dangerous group in professional wrestling. And God's green earth, throw it up! Throw it down, baby!
Folks, you heard it here. 5-1, laying it down, throwing it up, throwing it down. We'll see you.
Ladies and gentlemen, our final contestant in our COVID Fatal 5-Way. From 1982, Weapon X, Eric Fallen.
Everybody, thank you for joining us here on YouTube on Shockwave. We're about to see a fatal 5-way, 5-man scramble in the middle of this ring. And this arena is still buzzing from what we just saw moments ago. Harley Fairfax nearly defeating the undefeated Sean Casey for the FGW Championship, Jay West.
That close. Harley Fairfax almost capitalized on the surprise and catching Sean Casey off guard. She almost had that title won. In fact, if you go by my playbook, she had him pinned.
You know what? There was some tomfoolery and hijinks that took place for sure. But what happened, and what happened was Sean Casey defending the title with the assist from the chokeslam. Big John to Harley Fairfax. Sean Casey taking advantage, got the cover, and let's talk about this match we're seeing here. 5-man scramble, 2 men at the ring at one time. First fall to a finish, the first man to be able to pin whoever the legal competitor is at the time, that will be the winner. Joe Copez, the referee, little thrust to the booty into Jonah Wales, and Mickey Mavis tagging himself in, going for a backslide. That's a lot of weight. And look at the gyration.
I think it was a smart play by Jake Shepard to be the starting guy in the ring because he's going to be a hard person to move out of this ring or get down to pin.
That's a true statement. And here we go. Mickey Mavis running right into Jake Shepard.
Mickey Mavis stumbling over to Fallen. Weapon X going to get his opportunity to square up against the quintessential male.
Methodically, he comes into the ring. Eric Fallen winning his first match back on Friday Night Fury. Looking to, and by the way, Friday Night Fury, that is our live show. Every week you see Shockwave, but some matches don't make it to the air. Some matches you don't see on YouTube. You have to be here live. And right now we see Eric Fallen, who, as I said, was able to emerge victorious in his first match back after this pandemic. And here we go, Mavis trying to make his presence known.
Well, he made his presence known all right, just not in the manner he wished.
Look at this now. Into the corner. Shepard pushed backward, and now a Black Sheep.
Black Sheep saw the opportunity, stole a tag off of Jake Shepard. Fight back to Mavis's corner. Mavis decides to stand back.
And you know, the Black Sheep winning his match on Friday Night Fury on our live show that didn't make the air, as did Fallen. Both of these men, here we go, cooked to the leg, cover. Both of these men coming back to FGW strong, winning their respective first matches back.
And
but
fans,
who?
if you were not here for those live events, if you don't show up for those live events, you're missing a lot of great action. The things that you see on TV are not always the best ones that you see at home. And the ones that you see in live, they're amazing. They're amazing. You guys need to make sure you're out here to watch this.
Yeah, that's right, Jay West. It wasn't too long ago that Sami Callihan, who was at the time the Impact Wrestling World Champion, faced Ace Austin, who was at the time the X Division champion in Impact Wrestling, at a champion versus champion unadvertised match right here live.
Live only.
That was not on Shockwave. It came
Black
very
Sheep
out of
off
nowhere.
the top takes down Jake Shepard.
Now, speaking of out of nowhere, off the top rope goes Shepard, and here, look at this. I think he sees Mickey Mavis.
Mavis looking to finish it right here. Hits that ripcord.
Here we go now. Off the kick to the head.
Joe keeping an eye on the action, knew that Mavis wasn't the legal man. He may have just done somebody a favor.
Well, actually, it was the Black Sheep that was not the legal man.
See, I missed it.
Here we go. Look at this. The jackknife cover, and there
And
it
right
is.
there, Fallen wins his next match. That's why I'm not the referee.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, Weapon X, Eric Fallen.
Weapon X, Eric Fallen. The winner here tonight. The winner in his first match back. Building momentum is Fallen. And what a contest we witnessed. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. More to come.
FGW fans, I'm back here with Eric Fallen, Weapon X himself, after another successful win this week. Eric, tell me, how are you feeling now? You seem to be getting on a roll.
She sucks too.
I am on a roll. If FGW Universe knows anything about me, they
She
know
learned
that
some
I'm all about
manners.
streaks. We can go away, we can be quarantined, but the machine never stops. You understand me? This COVID thing didn't take me out of the game. Why everyone else was quarantined and everyone else was out getting lazy and getting sloppy, I was in the gym building a monster, building a new weapon. All I gotta say is tonight, let that be a note to everyone, because I'm gonna hot knife and I'm gonna cut through this locker room like butter.
Eric Fallen's research and development team definitely put hard work in developing this new Weapon X. Let's get back to the action.
How's it going? All right. All right.
Future Great Wrestling Beyond the Bell. This is Robin Nelson. It is so great to be back at FGW Arena, and my guest is Mavis.
How's it going, Robin?
So, since you left professional wrestling, you decided to become a stand-up comedian. So, were the fans laughing at you, or were they laughing because you were horrible?
You know something? Ever since I became a pro wrestler, the whole world's been laughing at me. You see, Tony Watson is the comedian. Tricky Mickey is no joke. When I step in the ring, it's no laughing matter. If you don't believe me, ask all the punks that I beat before I left this business, before I left FGW. Talk to them about Tricky Mickey.
So, what brought you back to professional wrestling in FGW?
What brought me back to FGW? No one's got respect for me around here. They playing music during my interview. Are you kidding me? Tricky Mickey's speaking, and people are jamming out in the locker room. What's going on here, huh? I left because I felt like everybody back there and everyone out here treated me like garbage. And when I left, no one let me leave. They had to get the last word on Tricky Mickey. So I came back to FGW to get the last word on everybody.
This is Robin Nelson, Mavis, and there you have it.
FGW Shockwave. It is main event time. Amos being accompanied to the ring by Shauna Reed.
Given everything that we've seen thus far, I'm expecting this powder keg to explode finally. This has been a hot mess in the making.
Amos, the 2019 Male Wrestler of the Year. In tonight's main event, Shauna Reed, the Female Wrestler of the Year. You would call these two the 2019 power couple of FGW.
Yeah, there's probably one person who may have an issue with that,
his
though.
opponent from Chicago, the Juggernaut, Jax.
And there is no doubt about it. Tonight, this is the match of Juggernaut Jax's career. Jax has an opportunity to go one-on-one with the 2019 Competitor of the Year, Amos, a man that has, well, you know, arguably had more of an electrifying impact on FGW than anybody. I said earlier that Ryan Michaels, perhaps the greatest man in FGW to ever not hold the FGW championship, the greatest competitor to ever not hold that title, the only other person I can think of that I would put in that conversation, well, I think that would be Scotty Amos.
I've got to agree with you on that. Scotty has got a lot of talent, and I think one of his biggest hang-ups, though, is been this obsession between him and Shauna Reed.
And by the way, what exactly is going on with him and Shauna Reed?
If I could tell you what was going on with them, I could probably tell you the winning lottery numbers for tomorrow, too, because this has been all over the place.
You know, Shauna Reed and Cody Hawk just recently, they went on vacation in Florida together. But, you know, you saw what happened with Amos and Shauna Reed before the pandemic, before everything shut down. There was a lot of tension, to say the least, a lot of problems, a rocky road. I don't know, is Shauna back with Cody? What's the relationship with her and Amos?
And you know that Amos knows that they went on vacation together, but if you look at Amos right now, he's not acting like that he's upset about anything. He's calm, he's normal Scotty Amos, I guess if you want to say. Normal Amos in the ring with the Juggernaut right now.
And you know, what does Cody Hawk think about Amos being out here?
I can tell you right now, he's probably not too happy.
Well, like, Amos being out here, Shauna Reed in his corner, like, you know what?
On top of that, how do you think Cody feels about you calling Shauna and Amos the power couple of FGW?
Well, you know, I don't think that you could deny that in 2019. That's what it was.
That may be the case, but you don't need to throw it around like that.
You know, I'm out here to call it like I see it, and that's how I see it. And what I'm seeing right now is Juggernaut Jax pushing Amos back into the corner.
So let's see how one half of the power couple handles this powerhouse Juggernaut known as Jax.
You know, Juggernaut Jax, like I said, this is the match of his career. He has the biggest opportunity that he's had to this date.
If he puts that on his belt, if he puts Amos's name as a notch on his belt right now, I don't see how FGW Brass could overlook the fact that he may deserve a shot at whoever the FGW champion is when they're ready for that.
And
it could be Sean Casey. It could be anybody.
I don't disagree with you. I don't see how anybody could disagree with that. A win over Amos would be huge for Juggernaut Jax. And Amos going for a shot there. And Jax with a shoulder thrust into the corner. Repeated into the gut. Jax feeling it, feeling that hype. Got to stay on top of Amos, though. Spiel across the ring.
Yeah, I don't think Amos is feeling like the 2019 Wrestler of the Year right now.
Here we go now. Look at this. A scoop on the shoulder.
Ooh.
Dropping down Amos. Here's the cover. Lateral press, no hook to the leg, but I don't think that Jax expected to get the cover there. I think that Jax was just trying to do everything he can do to tire out Amos as much as he can, and pushing a man off your chest the size of Jax, that takes a little bit of oomph, Jay.
Agreed. Ooh!
That kick to the face there, or maybe it was the shoulder. Whatever it was effective. And now taking at that arm, twisting it again around the rope.
Scotty knows he's got to try to take the power game away from Jackson. If that means disabling one of his arms, Amos is the kind of guy that's going to do that.
And here we go. Arm wringer.
Putting a lot of pressure on that shoulder and elbow right now. Jax rolling through.
Hold on a second.
It's a very clever way of him to get out of that hold, but how much damage did he do to the arm by scooping up Amos like that?
And what a night it's been tonight on Shockwave. This is the main event. Juggernaut Jax, Scotty Amos, one-on-one.
Amos acting like a pit bull with that arm of Jax. Every time he gets a hold of it, he just doesn't want to let go.
Pugnacious, to say the least, is Amos. And here we go. Look at this. Amos grabbing at the face, the eyes, clawing at the orifices of Juggernaut Jax. Snapmare takedown to Jax. Here we go, rear chin lock. Trying to tire out the bigger, stronger man.
Ooh.
Series of elbows. Here we go, cover.
Still has enough wherewithal to be able to press out of that.
Jax quickly kicking out there, coming back to his feet, but Amos stands in the offensive. Ooh, what a shot. A haymaker to the cheek.
Reached back to last week to catch him with that. Jax with the reversal. Still hurting in the arm. Ooh!
Into the post goes the Juggernaut, now to the floor. Amos needs to capitalize, and he looks like he's about to do just that.
I swear I saw the ring move 8 inches when Jax made contact with that turnbuckle with his arm.
Yeah, he hit hard, and he's not looking like he's in the best position right now.
And throughout all of this, I still see Shauna going over and checking with Scotty. I see Shauna cheering for Scotty whenever he does anything that moves in his favor. So now I'm even more confused. Like you said, she was just in Florida. She was just on vacation with Cody Hawk. And now here she is, acting like everything's all good to go, like everything's fine.
Now, it's my understanding that Cody Hawk and Shauna Reed, they worked out their differences and they were back together, but I don't know what's going on after tonight. Look at this, though. Tell you what's going on right here.
Folded in half in the turnbuckle.
Lord have mercy, what impact.
That's the kind of indigestion that Pepto's not going to fix.
Juggernaut Jax looking to put away Amos right now. What a shoulder tackle takedown. Both men down, exhausted at this point.
Jax felt a huge portion of that impact due to all the work that Amos put in earlier in the match.
Shauna Reed on the outside cheering on Amos.
Yeah,
Jax.
she sounded a little frustrated there.
Hey, hold on, look at this.
Oh.
The crossface, the same crossface that he took from Bad Attitude Brian Beach.
Stole, not just took, stole.
And that's it. What are you going to do? You tap out and you get your face ripped off.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, the Prophet of Pain, Amos.
You know, impressive showing from Juggernaut Jax, but at the end of the night in the main event, it was Amos, who is no stranger to the main event picture, picking up this win on our first Shockwave back after our 7-month time away. What a win for Amos.
Both men looking rather impressive after that extended time off. I can't say that I agree with Amos's tactics inside the ring, but here he is, the man that won the match.
And Amos
telling Shauna to raise his arm.
Shauna looks a bit reluctant. Wait a minute. Shauna Reed grabbing the microphone.
I got a better idea.
I said you raise my hand.
We're going to be waiting for a while. Now you're going to listen for once in your life. I am sick and tired of being your little lapdog. You know, for 7 months, I stayed home. I waited for a call. I waited for a text message from you, and somehow you disappeared. You look pretty sick still. But I gave up my wrestling life. I gave up my life with my boyfriend at the time because I felt something between.
Her boyfriend at the time? She's talking about Cody Hawk, Jay.
I mean, I don't know who else you'd be talking about.
No, we need to do this now because this is the only time you'll listen. You will listen in front of these people. And I will expose you like the true schmuck you are.
Harsh words to Amos.
I liked it. But that's not where I'm going with this. My point is that I cared. I waited for text messages. I waited to contact you. I would, I'm a little crazy, ladies. And I would, send you a Facebook message. I'd wait to see if you read it, and you read it, and you didn't message me back.
He left her on red. You believe that?
But it just so happens when I get back in the ring, when I start wrestling everywhere, you show back up.
Suggesting that Amos is trying to ride Shauna Reed's coattails. Both the respective wrestlers of the year of 2019.
He doesn't seem to understand he could have found success in his own right, but he just wanted to, just backpack with her?
My point is I am done being a lapdog, and I am done with you.
I think we just got some questions answered.
Amos trying to, it seems to be, ignoring what Shauna Reed just said. Shauna Reed's saying that she's done with Amos. I don't think Shauna Reed wants to walk off with Amos like Amos seems to want Shauna Reed to walk off with him.
No, I think she's saying that she's done. The fans are calling for Cody Hawk.
Holding the rope for Shauna Reed. Hold on a second, look at this. Oh my God. I've done some dastardly things in my career, but, could you have a little bit of class, for God's sakes?
I mean, look, of everything you've ever seen Amos do you honestly think he has any level of class? And then he takes Shauna after she finally decides to make a smart decision and get away from him, and that's how he responds?
You know, this isn't about trying to get ahead in FGW. This isn't about the FGW title. This isn't about any of that. This is about trying to embarrass Shauna Reed for not being the woman that Amos wants for her to be.
You and I don't agree very often, but you and I are agreeing on that right now.
Folks, you saw what I saw. I saw what you saw. It was what it was. We'll see you next week on Shockwave. It's an honor to be back in your living rooms. What a night. We had the night. We're excited for the future and what's to come. Hold on, wait a minute. What's going on? Hold on a sec.
Are you kidding me?
We were about to go off the air, but now the music.
We thought that was the end of it.
The familiar music. That's Cody Hawk. Cody Hawk is back.
Cody Hawk looks like $1 million and none too pleased.
We have not seen Cody Hawk since his match in Origins 2 against Drew Skills. That war, one of the greatest moments in FGW history. What we thought may be Cody Hawk's last match. Cody Hawk, he's back tonight. He's back in the ring. He's back in front of Shauna Reed.
And he's got something to say. This is nuts.
What's up, FGW? It's been a long damn time. And you people have kept us going, and we are still here. A lot's happened in the last 7.5 months. The last time you and I stood in a ring together, you hit me in the nuts. You threw me into that piece of garbage, Amos, and you allowed him to get over on me. You dumped me, you left me, you broke my heart. Then the coronavirus hit. And who did not answer your calls or did not answer your texts, but who did? When you were feeling lonely, when you were feeling blue, when you wanted to come spend a little time in the wrestling ring, who was there for you? It's been an amazing spring, summer, and early fall. We spent 23 weeks in a row at the lake house. That was pretty cool, right? We went camping with a bunch of our friends. We've been to dinner a few times. We just got back from Florida together. The last time I was in this ring, I was wrestling Drew Skills, and I was wrestling for my life. I'll tell you the truth. Before I wrestled Drew Skills that night, Cody was done. I was beaten, I was battered, I was bruised, and I had nothing left to give to this wrestling business. And Drew kept me alive. He did what he needed to do to keep Cody Hawk alive. That's what a true friend does. I really wasn't sure whether I was going to come back to FGW as a wrestler or I was just going to stay in the back, run the show, and help everybody else. But I feel like I have a little bit of unfinished business with you. So what I am proposing right now is that you wrestle me right here, right now. And if you beat me, I will go back to the back, and I will work his production, and I will be done wrestling. because you know where my head is and you know where my heart is with this business. And you know right now I could step away and be just fine. That's one thing coronavirus did for me. It made me realize I didn't need wrestling as much as I thought I did. So, Shauna Reed, will you do me the honor of wrestling me one last time? And we'll see how it goes. And if you win, I'll hang them up. And if I win, and if these FGW fans will have me back, then Cody Hawk will be back on this roster full frickin' time. If there's a referee in the back, I'd sure like one to come out.
And it seems as if Shauna Reed has accepted the challenge.
This is what I was talking about. When you were at our shows, you have no idea what's going to happen. We speculated the entire time how Cody Hawk felt about what was going on between Shauna Reed and Amos, and now we know.
Cody Hawk didn't look like he's dressed to compete, but he just put his career on the line, Jay.
Look at his face. Look at Cody in the eyes. That man is full of determination.
And hold on, where is Shauna Reed's head? Like, what must she be thinking? Does she want to end the career of Cody Hawk?
I mean, she took the match. She knew the stipulation.
I mean, but she got called out. I mean, she is a competitor at the end of the day. Do you back down?
They may not have a cure for coronavirus, but Cody Hawk just served her a double dose of truth.
And look at this. Nice exchange there from the pretty little psycho and the indie icon, Cody Hawk cover.
Leg sweep kick out. Leg sweep kick again. Cody Hawk hasn't been in the ring in 7.5 months, and he is holding his own.
You know, I don't know what to say about what we're seeing. You know, this action is going to speak for itself.
Like you said, we were getting ready to sign off. We thought that was it. We thought that was the last thing we were seeing tonight. Sign off, pack it up, pack it in, everybody head home. We'll see you next week, and then this happens.
And, you know, let's talk about the last thing we're seeing. This could be the last time we ever see Cody Hawk compete in a wrestling ring.
After everything else we've seen tonight, I don't know if emotionally I can handle that right now, JC.
Cody Hawk, single leg takedown, elbow attempt, Shauna Reed out of the way, arm drag takeover, Cody Hawk down, arm bar to Cody Hawk, who comes back to his feet. Claw to the shoulder of Shauna Reed, off the rope, hip toss attempt, hip toss counter.
That could be a little bit of that 7.5 month hiatus playing a factor right now. Shauna has already been taking matches out of state and everything prior to our return here to FGW. Cody, however, has not been seen anywhere.
And on top of that, like, Cody Hawk, he has a plethora of experience, like more experience than almost anybody in FGW. Maybe only second to sexy Sean Casey. But Shauna Reed, the younger of these two competitors. Shauna Reed, a lot more youthful, a lot less injured, a lot less worn down over the years.
And I cannot sit here and say that Cody may not have a history of biting off more than he can chew. Look what happened between him and Drew in that match. That was it. That was almost it for him.
And here we Shauna Reed and Cody Hawk. Locking fingers. Shauna Reed manipulating her way into the offense. Cody Hawk disoriented by Shauna Reed, who is the Super Zeta Memorial Champion. Won that in a tournament in Origins 2. Defeated Logan Blackheart to become the first ever champion to honor the memory of the other trainer. Shauna Reed, of course, trained by Cody Hawk, also trained by Super Zeta, who unfortunately passed away last year. Shauna Reed, she holds a championship in Zeta's memory.
A lot of the things that she's done for the positive, she has said it was for Zeta, or was to help carry on his legacy. Some of the other things I'm not so sure he would sign off on. But that right there is a perfect example of some of the things that she learned from Zeta with that tilt-a-whirl head scissors.
Here we go. Look at this. Monkey flip across the ring goes Cody Hawk. Corner to corner. Another monkey
for a
flip.
second
Oh,
one.
hold on.
Cody
You don't want
counters.
to be in that position against Cody Hawk. I was thinking we might be about to see a muscle buster, but instead we see a tornado DDT. Cody Hawk head first into the middle of the ring. Shauna Reed, can she get the shoulders off? Here we go, the back press. 1, 2, 1 second away from ending Cody Hawk's career.
Of everybody that's in the locker room, do you think there's anybody that knows Cody Hawk better than Shauna does?
I mean,
there's
I
going to
don't
be
know.
some close calls, but
I don't know.
I got to be honest with you. I don't think anybody knows him better than Shauna right now.
At least not in the same way that Shauna Reed and Cody Hawk know each other. Hold
Right
on
now,
a second.
Cody looks like he might be going for that package pile driver.
I think you called it. Here we go. Shauna Reed resists. Shauna Reed. Back body drop to Cody Hawk. Nearly threw him out of the ring. Here we go. Cover. Hook to the leg. Lateral
count.
press. No. Cody Hawk able to get his shoulder up. It still boggles my mind that we are seeing what may be the last match in the career of Cody Hawk. It's Origins 2 all over again, but this time Cody has stated that this will be his last match. There was speculation in Origins 2 as to whether or not after his match with Drew Skills that would be his last. But tonight he has said, 1, 2. He has said, he has come out and made it clear to everyone, if Shauna Reed beats him right here, right now, it will be the end of Cody Hawk's 20-plus year career.
This has got to have been an emotional roller coaster for Shauna after having that, if you want to call it heart to lack of heart with Amos, and then here we are. Now she's going against Cody. Now she's got Cody's career in the palm of her hands. If she pins him, this is it.
And here we go, Bulldog.
But how do you beat a man that's got nothing left to lose?
Hooking both legs. Cody Hawk kicks out once again. You know, this is emotional for me to call. Cody Hawk, my trainer, I'm not sure I would be sitting here right now. I absolutely wouldn't be sitting here right now if it wasn't for Cody Hawk. Cody Hawk, the man that gave me the, look at this, Hurricane Rana off the second row. Cody Hawk, the man that gave me the platform to showcase everything I've ever done in pro wrestling. Maybe taken out by Shauna here tonight, the continued kick to the chest.
Hold on, Cody's trying to stop.
Cody Hawk. Wow.
Cody Hawk found the one counter to the offense she was hitting him with and popped the question. The schoolboy, 1, 2, 3. Cody Hawk won the match anyway. I can confidently tell you.
Winner, Cody Hawk.
I can confidently tell you there is not a man alive right now flying higher than Cody effing Hawk.
What a turn of events. What a show. What a match. What a moment.
Every question we have has been answered. We now know where Cody and Shauna lie with each other. We know where Amos is, and it's in the trash. After months and months of fighting with each other, Cody Hawk and Shauna Reed have a long embrace in the ring after Cody pops the question in the middle of the match and then schoolboys her after she says yes.
This is a moment in time in FGW history that I will never forget. Cody Hawk, Shauna Reed, what a moment.
And she is in tears right now. and I'm pretty sure he is too.
What a roller coaster ride this has been. Not just this night, but everything that has led up to this moment.
Given everything that's been said tonight, I'm going to tell you right now, JC, you were looking at the new power couple of FGW.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us tonight. What a night. I would say one of the biggest nights in FGW history.
Oh my God. This is insane. FGW fans, thank you for joining us. We're going to sign off because we're pretty sure there's going to be one heck of a celebration.